Hello, everyone, and welcome to this next episode of SPINcast. Here I have Daniel Nowacyzk here with me at Kettering University. I'm going to hand it off to him, let him introduce himself and his program, and we'll get started from there.
Hi, everybody. I'm Dan Nowacyzk. I'm the director of esports at Kettering University. We've been around for a couple years. Kettering is a very small engineering school in Flint, Michigan. We focus mainly on engineering and other STEM programs. We have we're one of the best schools you can go to for engineering in the country. We have some of the best programs out there for multiple disciplines, and all of our students are required to do co-op terms. So they end up with 2.5 years of experience in their field by the time they graduate. So our students are always in high demand, and most of the time land a good job with their co-ops right out of school.
Gotcha. No, that's awesome there. Obviously, the most important thing about going to college is what you can do after the fact with it. So that's always a big note there. But starting off here, are you guys mainly varsity program, club program, kind of do a little bit of both?
We're a full varsity program. All of our teams fall under varsity. I pretty much handle anything and everything that goes on with all of our rosters.
Gotcha. About how many current players or teams do you have?
We field 7 titles. We have 11 total teams in those 7 titles and 83 players across those 11 teams.
And what games are you recruiting for currently?
We have League of Legends, Rainbow Six, Valorant, Smash Ultimate, Overwatch 2, and Rocket League.
Good mix of games there. What would you say are some of the main traits or skills that you look for when recruiting?
Personality and coachability are the 2 biggest ones. I mean, rank and stuff, yeah, that's great. But if you don't fit with a team, you don't fit well with the other players, and you're not willing to learn and adapt, then there's no fit. And so finding the people who have that personality fit and that coachability fit are the biggest things.
Yeah, no, that makes a lot of sense. Because when I talk to players, I always say, they ask, how important is rank, which you probably get as well, or how important is my rank, right? And it's definitely a good way to start, right? If a player comes to you like, I'm Immortal 3, well, then you're probably like, okay, this player's pretty dang good, probably in terms of specific skills, whether it's aiming or things like that.
Right.
But if he or she can't elevate a team per se, then it doesn't really matter how good you are. You're going to be a negative to the team, right? So
exactly.
You may take that ascendant player, diamond player, which have you, if they can elevate the team over what that higher level player could do.
Yeah, I mean, seeing progress too with rank. I mean, a lot of the students I talk to, that are lower ranked, gold, platinum, and in Valorant, for example, going back and looking at previous seasons and seeing, okay, they went from silver. They went from silver 1 to silver 3, and then from silver 3 to gold 2, and seeing that climb and seeing that they're putting in that time to better themselves as players is a huge thing too. Like if you're able to do that, then that says a lot about you, and that you're willing to be coached, you're willing to learn and work with your team to help yourself get better, because rank will come with time if you're able to do that.
Yeah, no, for sure. Definitely agree there. Currently, do you guys host any events, camps, anything like that?
Yeah, we do a bunch of different stuff. We have a bunch of different, or not a bunch, but we have some summer camps we run with local high schools and stuff. We also do a camp with Sylvester Broom Empowerment Village. They're a group in Flint who do a ton of stuff with at-risk youth and things like that. They run a bunch of different summer programs for them, and we've been a class for them to go to now. We just started with them last year, and the kids absolutely loved it. We also do an English as a second language program through esports with our an international programs group on campus. We had a group from Alju University in South Korea who was here over the summer. So our students got to hang out with some kids from South Korea and help them learn English through gaming. So we do stuff like that. And then we're also working on starting a Smash Weekly that will be ran every week here too, for just the community at large.
Gotcha. Cool. A lot of cool stuff going on there. Kind of bouncing off the events there. What does your current esports facility or space look like?
Yeah, I'm actually in it right now. We actually just moved in here a couple weeks ago, and I'm not completely done like outfitting it yet.
Yeah.
We were in a very old classroom before.
Gotcha.
It was to put that into perspective, Kettering used to be called GMI. We used to be General Motors Institute, where General Motors sent all of their prospective engineers to learn here. And that classroom we were in before had a GMI logo on the wall still. That change happened in 1983. It happened before I was born. And I mean,
Gotcha.
so it's a thing where now my boss was awesome, and we realized that we had an extra computer lab on campus that we could utilize. So we moved all the PCs and stuff out of here that were all virtual, put them in a different lab, and now we're setting up and finally have a space that we can call home and kind of be our own, that for us to compete and play out of. So
Awesome, awesome. No, that's really cool there. Glad you guys were able to kind of upgrade your space for sure.
mhm.
Do you also recruit or look for students who can help your program in non-player roles?
Yeah, I mean, we have students who do social media stuff. We have students who do graphic design and casting and things like that. It's usually secondary to them being players in most cases. Currently, our esports scholarship is specifically just for players.
Mm-hmm.
I have been working with our financial aid department to expand that to the non-player roles. So
Mm-hmm.
the casters and people who are interested in graphic design and social media and stuff like that would qualify for it as well.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but right now, although all the players I have who want to do that stuff are also already involved with the teams. So
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's a thing where I'm not going to hold anybody back from what they want to do. So if I have students who want to volunteer to do those things, 100% let them. I mean, they're here to flourish. I'm just here to help them do that.
What would you say are some of the bigger challenges that you face within your program?
This is more of a personal challenge, I guess, but
Sure.
it's time. I do 2 full-time jobs for the university. I work as our esports director, and I also work in our IT department as like a junior DBA type
Yeah.
thing. So I handle our student information system and do all the upgrades for that and everything. And finding that balance between making sure I have time, or that I'm taking all the time I need for my esports kids, and making sure I'm there for them when they need me, and being around and available for them, while also being around and available for my IT job and everyone in the university, staff wise, who may need my support and stuff with that. So that's been the biggest challenge, is juggling those two.
Yeah.
Um, but it's getting, hopefully that won't be the case forever. So, but right now, that's without a doubt probably the biggest challenge.
Yeah, I mean that makes a lot of sense for pretty obvious reasons. But like you said, hopefully one day you can just focus on obviously the esports side of it, right? Because then
Oh yeah.
that will probably make things a little bit smoother on your end for sure. But kind of in the reverse of that, what is some of the more proud moments or bigger achievements that you've had within your program?
Like the biggest one is just starting the program. I seeing how much it meant to the students who have been a part of it, and seeing all these students who have met each other who wouldn't otherwise, and have created all these connections and little friend groups, and like
Hmm.
all of this extra stuff that occurred from just giving them an outlet to play and compete and do these things is worth more than anything. It's so great because of how weird our academics are, because our students do these 11-week rotating terms where you're on campus for 11 weeks doing academics, and then you're off campus 11 weeks at your co-op job in your field working. So if you're not on that same rotation with people, you'll never meet a lot of people who go here, because you'll just never cross paths. And esports has created a way for all of these people to actually meet each other. So it's that more than anything is definitely my proudest achievement moment with this, is finding a way to bridge that gap in like the social interaction of our students, and where they wouldn't normally be able to see each other or meet each other or know each other. I mean, secondary to that, I would say, is Rainbow Six making the NACE national championship game this weekend.
Yeah.
But otherwise, it's definitely that just having this program has been more rewarding than anything.
Yeah, no, for sure. I mean, you can't be making a national championship if you don't have a program, right? So you got it one
Exactly.
foot in front of the other. But no, that's awesome for sure. And best of luck to your Rainbow Six team when they play that. I assume over the next couple weeks. But yeah, I mean, starting the program, and obviously you guys have had a lot of success, and I'm sure that's done wonders for the students on campus, but also bringing in like recruits and things like that as well.
Hmm.
That may have never even gone there
Yeah.
if it wasn't for your program. So. But yeah, kind of wrapping it up here. If you could give one piece of advice to any recruit watching, what would it be?
Make sure you're finding a school that fits your academic goals. I mean, the true end game of any collegiate esports thing is graduation. I mean, graduating and moving on, and finding that career, and finding that dream job that you want to do is amazing. I mean, that's finding a school that fits you academically and setting yourself up to reach your academic goals and graduate, I feel is more important than any trophy, any championship win that you can get.
No, I agree. Usually when I talk to players, kind of off the academic side as well, it's like kind of just look at make sure the school is a fit for you. In terms of everything besides esports first, right? So academics, the like student life, the campus, where they're located, that type of stuff.
Yep.
Because if you're not comfortable with what you're studying, how you're living there, the dorms, things like that, no matter how good the esports team is or how much you love it, you're probably going to end up leaving.
Exactly.
Because if you're just not comfortable there, it doesn't really. It can only make you so comfortable in terms of playing there, right? And you could probably go somewhere else and feel more comfortable and play, right? So,
yes.
Yeah, that's definitely something that's very important. Like you said, specifically academics. You don't want to go to a place that maybe doesn't even have your major, and you're just going there because of esports, and then you're like, why am I even here? I don't even like any of these classes, type of thing, right?
Yes.
So yeah, I definitely understand that. And yeah, that makes a lot of sense for sure. That's something I preach a lot too. But awesome. Appreciate the time, Dan, and coming on, letting us know a little bit more about your program, what you guys are building there. Sounds like you have some great things coming with the new space there, and Rainbow Six team making finals and stuff like that. So it'll be fun to follow you guys the rest of the semester and next semester moving forward as well. But to hand it off to you one last time. If you want to link any links, socials, or anything like that where any players or parents watching can learn more about your program.
Yeah, you can find us on Instagram and Twitter at KU Esports. We're on there as both. If you ever want to watch any of our streams or anything like that, we're Kettering Esports on Twitch. If you want to learn more about our program or contact me directly, you can go to kettering.edu/esports. And you can find links to all of our socials there, our Discord server, as well as a direct email to myself, esports@kettering.edu. And we'd be more than happy to talk to you about any questions or anything you have about Kettering.
Yeah, no, again, appreciate the time, Dan. Best of luck with you guys kind of finishing out this semester. And we will see everyone else on the next episode.
Thank you so much for having me. I really appreciate it.